This performance was very physical, a lot of stunting going on with that right now. And with that in mind, we head outside because that's where Jackie is with the cast.
That's right, Lou. Normally when you think of a musical theater production, you think of dancing. But how about stunt work? We're talking cheerleading activities and not just go team. Some pretty impressive moves that are happening here. So once again here with director and choreographer Megan Helmers, what are we going to be seeing here outside?
So we've got 5 stunts that you'll see during the course of the show. And the first one is called a one man. And this is Natalie's up in the air, Tanner's got her feet, and they just go for it. You see this stunt at the very top of the show.
Right off the bat, people know what they're getting into. Okay, let's take a look at, what is it called?
A one man.
A one man.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2.
Woo, nice. Just right off the bat, high up in the air.
First thing you see in the show, Campbell sings, when they started to fly, I knew, and Natalie flies.
I love it. Okay, so what are we going to see next?
This is called a Swedish Falls. It's one of our pyramid stunts, which just is something that a whole lot of people take part in at once. So you see Marissa Spahn and Elise, and they're ready to go up in the air.
All right, take it away.
Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2.
Oh, I love it. Talk about the athleticism. She just gets done singing a song and then she's already being flying in the high in the air. Let's talk about the athleticism that it takes to do stunts like this.
Actually, she doesn't just get done singing. I mean, a lot of these stunts, they do as they're singing, which just takes a whole new level of vocal control and body control. And I'd hazard guess that most of them have never had to sing while holding a stunt before. It's challenging, but you'll be so impressed when you see it.
How long have you guys been working on these particular stunts?
Our very first rehearsal, we were up in the air. End of May was when we started. And so we've been working for just about 2 months at this point, and I think they're pretty darn solid.
I'd say they're looking fantastic, but you said you've been blessed by having some people who already had some experience when it comes to stunts.
Yeah, I have Antonesia Williams is my Jackson cheer captain, and Nick Black is my Truman cheer captain, both with plenty of cheer experience. And so I have one person on each team that everybody else can kind of go to with questions, sort of watch out and make sure everything's being done safely, give pointers, and that's so helpful. We actually had more kids than I thought with cheer experience audition for the show, which just is so terrific.
Yeah.
Couldn't have asked for any more than that.
You're like, yay! Okay, so what's the next stunt we're going to see?
So Natalie's going to go up into a half up. She's going to load into the stunt, and then they're going to twist her to lift her.
Okay, take it away. Oh, that's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, they're going to cradle out of it.
Boom. Doesn't that look like fun? I don't think I could have done that at their age, let alone anytime soon.
You know, and the really impressive thing is a lot of these kids, they are just mastering it, even though many of them have never done any sort of stunting before. Natalie's an example. I mean, she just, you know, if you're a fearless theater kid, you'll try anything with enough mats and spotters, which has been wonderful for us.
Absolutely. Okay, what are we going to see next?
So our next stunt is a basket toss, and it's one of our higher stunts that we hadn't been able to do in our rehearsal space until we got into the Stoner. But now that we've got the ceiling height, we're going for it.
Okay, and we're going for it here outside the CW Iowa Live Studios. Take it away.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2.
Woo! Flying high. And you're going to be doing that inside the Stoner Theater.
That's right. We had like 12-foot rehearsal ceilings. And so, you know, now that we're finally integrating all these stunts, you wouldn't think that the ceiling of the Stoner Theater is high enough for some of this,
right,
but it's just barely there. We're testing the limits for sure.
And that's why we moved outside. Okay, so what else are we seeing today?
So our last stunt that we're going to do is a flip sequence that happens during one of the earlier numbers. She's going to do a supported flip holding onto her back base, and then she goes back up into a prep and does a full flip to come down.
All right, if you got all that, we're going to see that in action right now. Take it away.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1.
Woo! Woo! Absolutely fearless. I love it. And it looked so good. Now, besides stunts, you said there was also some tumbling in the show. Can we get an example of what that looks like?
Oh, absolutely. So Antonisha Williams is going to do a little bit of tumbling for us. This is what you'll see at the very top. Our overture, it's not just an overture. We got to have some tumbling passes in it. So the very first thing you see is some pretty impressive skills.
All right, let's take it away. You go, girl. She is ready to perform anywhere, including right outside the CW Iowa Live studios. We'll talk about an incredible cast you have an opportunity to see, but only 9 performances opening this Friday, Stoner Theater. Again, if people want details, I'm sure tickets are going fast. Where do they need to go?
Absolutely. Go to our website at dmyat.org or to the Des Moines Performing Arts website. You can get tickets either place.
Oh my gosh, between the incredible, the script, the amazing music you heard this morning, how about live stunts right here on CW Iowa Live this morning? You got to give it up for these amazingly talented kids we have right here in Central Iowa, so make sure you go out and support them. You're watching